All right, today we're going to tackle something that, well, a lot of people face, but not a lot of people talk about. In this explainer, we're diving into a potential natural solution that's about way more than just physical timing. It's about getting back your confidence and that connection with your partner.
Wow, I mean, that question really hits home, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of a frustration so many people feel. And that silence, that feeling of disappointment, that's what can start to build a wall between two people. The source we're looking at today frames this as a silent struggle for a reason.
And that's the thing. This isn't some rare issue. It's a quiet reality for millions of men. And because it's so hard to talk about, it often just gets pushed aside. But an internal challenge like this can have a huge impact on the most intimate parts of our relationship.
And this is where it gets bigger than just what's happening physically, right? It becomes emotional. When one person consistently feels let down, that disappointment can fester. It can turn into a kind of bitterness that, over time, just slowly erodes the foundation you've built together.
Okay, so what's actually causing this? Well, according to our source material, it's not some big mystery. There are usually some pretty clear reasons, both physical and psychological, and understanding the why is always the first step. So let's take a look at the most common factors. So the source points to a few main things. Physically, it could be something like your hormone levels being off, or just simple oversensitivity. But look at this, it's not all physical. You've got mental pressure and anxiety, which can create this vicious cycle. Even a bad experience from the past can create a lingering fear. And sometimes past habits can contribute by weakening nerve responses over time. So that all leads to a really important question, doesn't it? Is there something out there, something that can help you manage this sensitivity safely and effectively, but without any nasty side effects? The source material suggests there just might be a natural answer that gets to the root of the physical cause. And here it is. The solution that our source presents is clove oil. You might know it as long catel. It's pointed to as this really powerful, totally natural ingredient that could be the key to getting that control and confidence back. Okay, so how does this actually work? Well, the science behind it is pretty straightforward. Clove oil is packed with this active compound called eugenol. And eugenol basically acts as a natural anesthetic, a numbing agent. It gently dials down that oversensitivity we were just talking about, which in turn helps intimacy last longer. Okay, but hang on. There's a really, really important warning here that the source makes. Just because something's natural doesn't automatically mean it's harmless. As this quote says, nature's gifts can be medicine or they can be poison. It all comes down to using it the right way. Right, so this is absolutely crucial. You have to use it safely. The source is super specific about the method to make sure you get all of the benefits with none of the risks. So let's walk through that exact process right now. I really can't stress this enough. The source gives a very clear, very direct warning. Clove oil is incredibly potent. Applying it straight to sensitive skin is a big no-no. It can cause some serious irritation. It must be diluted. So here is the safe method. First up, you need a carrier oil. Something like coconut oil or olive oil works great. Take 1 spoonful of that. Second, and this is key, add only 2 to 3 drops of the clove oil. That's it. Third, mix them together really, really well. And finally, you just apply that mixture to the front most sensitive area. And one last super important safety tip from the source before you try this for real, do a patch test. Just put a tiny bit of the mixed oil on your hand and wait a bit. You just want to check and make sure you don't have any kind of skin reaction. It's a simple little step that makes all the difference. Okay, so we've covered the how-to, but let's get into the why. Because really, the goal here isn't just about physical performance. It's so much bigger than that. It's about rebuilding your confidence and making the core of your relationship stronger than ever. You know, a great relationship is built on trust, communication, all those amazing things. But the source reminds us that physical intimacy, that's a huge cornerstone. When that part of your life is happy and fulfilling, it strengthens everything else. The bond, the communication, the respect. And just think about the ripple effect here. When you know you can satisfy your partner, it's not just a fleeting moment. It causes this surge in your self-confidence, which completely changes your body language. You start to feel more youthful, more energetic, and most importantly, it deepens that emotional connection, building even more love and respect between you two. And this is really the beautiful promise at the heart of all this. It's about transforming a room that might feel full of anxiety and silence and turning it back into a place of connection, communication, and love. It's a pretty powerful idea of what's possible. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. How could that kind of transformation, that renewed confidence, and that deeper connection really change your relationship? Not just in one area, but in every part of your life together. What would that look like for you?